There is a particular kind of emptiness that can be hard to explain after 50. Nothing is obviously wrong. The bills are paid. The house is quiet. The people you care about are mostly okay. You can still enjoy a good meal, a familiar song, a comfortable morning. And yet the feeling of looking forward to something seems weaker than it used to be. You may even catch yourself thinking, why doesn't anything excite me anymore? One reason this can happen is surprisingly ordinary. A life can become stable enough that it stops creating much contrast. Excitement depends partly on anticipation, uncertainty, and the sense that something is about to change. But over the years, many adults become very good at reducing uncertainty. You know which restaurant you like, which route you take, which people you trust, what you can afford, what usually goes wrong, and how to avoid it. Stability is valuable. But when nearly everything is predictable, the mind has less to anticipate. Think about a Saturday morning. You have no crisis to solve. You make the same coffee, sit in the same chair, check the same news, run the same errands, and later choose something to watch from a list that looks strangely uninteresting. The problem may not be that your life is bad. The problem may be that very little in it is asking you to lean forward. Repeated pleasures also become familiar. The vacation you once dreamed about becomes the place you visit every year. The dinner you once considered special becomes a normal reservation. The freedom you worked for becomes your everyday environment. Human beings can adapt even to positive changes. What once felt vivid can gradually become the new baseline. This creates the first important shift in perspective. Losing excitement does not always mean losing the capacity for a good life. Sometimes it means that the things that once produced strong anticipation have become known, available, and safe. The emotional volume goes down not because they have no value, but because they no longer contain much surprise. There is another change that can happen with age. What feels worth pursuing may become more selective. Earlier in adulthood, it can make sense to explore widely, meet more people, prove yourself, collect experiences, take chances, and build a future. Later, time can feel more concrete. You may care less about doing more and more about whether something actually matters to you. That shift can be mistaken for dullness. You may no longer want the crowded party, the expensive upgrade, the status symbol, or the ambitious plan that would once have energized you. But the absence of enthusiasm for old rewards is not necessarily the absence of desire. Sometimes desire has become more discriminating. This is where many people get stuck. They try to recover excitement by increasing intensity. They book a bigger trip, buy something newer, add more entertainment, make the weekend busier, or fill every quiet space with stimulation. It works briefly, if at all, because intensity and meaning are not the same thing. A louder life does not automatically become a more alive one. The deeper question is not, how do I make myself excited again? It is, what still creates genuine anticipation in me now? Notice the difference. One question treats your current self as a failed version of your younger self. The other assumes your motivational landscape may have changed and asks you to learn it again. A useful experiment is to look for 3 ingredients: chosen difficulty, meaningful novelty, and anticipation. Chosen difficulty means doing something slightly beyond your routine because you decided to, not because you must. Meaningful novelty means something unfamiliar that connects to who you are now. Anticipation means giving the experience enough space in advance that your mind can begin moving toward it. That could be taking a class where you are a beginner again. Planning a day trip to a place you have never seen instead of returning automatically to the same destination. Volunteering for a role that uses a part of you your regular life does not require. Starting a small creative project with a date attached to it. Inviting someone you respect to a conversation that goes beyond the usual updates. The activity matters less than the psychological movement. You are creating a future point that is not fully known, but worth approaching. And there is an important caution here. If the loss of pleasure is broad, persistent, and affecting daily life, especially alongside major changes in sleep, energy, appetite, concentration, or mood, it is worth discussing with a qualified health professional. Not every loss of interest is simply a normal part of getting older. But when life is basically fine and excitement has quietly flattened, the answer may not be to recreate the emotional intensity of 25. It may be to stop using your younger self as the measurement. After 50, a fuller life may feel less like constant stimulation and more like being genuinely pulled towards something that matters. The signal can be quieter, but still real, curiosity returning, time passing quickly while you are absorbed, a project you keep thinking about, a place you want to see, a conversation you are looking forward to. Excitement may not have disappeared. It may have changed its language. So before you conclude that nothing moves you anymore, look at the structure of your days. Ask where everything has become automatic, where comfort has turned into repetition, and where you are waiting to feel interested before giving yourself anything new to become interested in. You do not need a dramatic reinvention. You need one small future that is not already completely familiar. Sometimes that is enough to make life lean forward again.